Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I got one more problem statement, which is more on a cosmetic changes rather than something creating some logic or based something problem. So before going into that, please check out my channel where I have uploaded multiple problem statements and to solve in the simplest manner. And if it helps you to enhance your skills, please do subscribe the channel, and you can also reach out to me on Instagram account so that I can see one-on-one whatever the your challenges you are facing. So now let's come back to the problem. So I have created some measures, which is nothing but if you see, I have just created a sales average of sales. It's just a random value to just to display these things because they are quite distinct. So average of sales, the count of order IDs, then count of product name, and the sum of sales kind of thing. Now I have just plotted here in this particular uh, chart, where if you see here, there is a one drawback of this kind of when you plot a measure is that you cannot have an axis, right? If you see, they have a legends, but they do not have the something like on an x-axis. And but let's say if I just plot some column-based chart here, let's say category versus average of this. If you see the technology is there, furniture is there, office supplies there, which makes its readability more easy as compared to this one. Like this is more of a personal note that I am saying. And it also consumes a lot of space actually. If you see like this, I just want to put it in this way, and if you see, I just use this particular in a short span. So if you see the readability is more better, the charts and the look and feel of that, this kind of a chart, what I have selected right now, it's more. So is there any way that we can convert this particular chart into somewhat which looks like this? Let me plot again what I mean to say here. So if I just take it as this, uh, and what I can do here, I can plot this and this. If you see, so same thing in a different way, and which looks good. To at least to me, it looks more better. And business might ask you also to have this kind of an appropriate version rather than this. And you can also play around the colors also and kind of things here, and it looks more bulgy and kind of thing. And it also applies like if I just change the filters, it also simultaneously it works. So is there any a workaround way to create this kind of a chart? Yes. And how it can be created? Let's dive into that. So for that, actually, the first approach here should be like, uh, let me do one more thing. If you have this kind of chart, what kind of a data structure you need? So first we need to figure it out how the data should be oriented. So here, if you see for plotting this particular chart, sorry, my bad. Let me remove this category versus average. If you see the category is in columns, okay, and the value is something, let's say if it is a sales value, then we can have some other column. So it means that we need all these measures in the row wise and its value in some other column. Then only we can plot it, this thing. So the first option is like unpivot option, but this is measure, you cannot do it. So let's see. Now we're going to see how we can create these things. So first I need a dummy disconnected tables. For this, what I can do, go to modeling, insert a new table, and insert a new table. It will ask me to write some query. So what exactly that query will be, let's see. So what I can do, let's measure list list of all measures needs to be plotted. So what it requires first we need to create a table, data table. What are the values it will have? So the first value it will have is, let's say, the measure name, and corresponding what exactly its data type, it should be string. Okay. Likewise, we need another column. Why I require these columns, I will tell you later. So measure, let's say measure type, we can consider as type. Again, it will be it will be string. So these are my two columns that I'm going to have. One is the measure name, second is the measure type. And what values it will have now, let's create this thing. So first is the measure name. So what I can have is like total sales, because I want to plot the total sales out of here. Okay, I guess I'm missing something. I guess I'm missing. Okay, no, this is not correct. It should be in comma. Yeah, now it's correct. Now I have to see, and each one has to be go into your this thing. And I will total same, I will refer as sum. You can just have the copy paste also. It's nothing like it will not uh, have any issues. So, and let me have the comma. So what I will do, I will just paste it 4 times, and let me change the. So first we want the total sales, then we want average of sales. Let's consider as an average. Then what we want order count. So count of order, which you can prefer as order count. Then what we want distinct product name, product count. Product count. Then I will just close my brackets. So this is it. So we have created a dummy table where it has the two columns, the measure name and the measure type. The measure names has the first value is the total sales. The second is the average, and this one. What about this measure type? So this is I will use to fetch the all the measures that we have created in our sales superstore table. And one more thing point to be noted, that this measure names will go into the x-axis as the label. So total sales will be displayed. So whatever you want to display, make sure that you are going to write this thing, because this is something in hard coded value. So you can just play around with respect to the business, whichever makes name sense, make more sense, you can use it. So this is how you can create a list of measures. So once I hit enter, my table will be created. Once my table will be created, what I need my measures, because for that measures I need the values. So what I can do for in this created dummy table, I will create a measure, and let me give this name as, let's say, not the measure. Okay, now what we are going to use switch case statement, because in every x-axis value your name is going to change, and with respect to that your measure will going to change. So that's why we need the switch statement. So switch statement for this, we need selected value, and selected value, what exactly the selected value, we need the measure type, because this is where we will going to use to switch the table names, measurements. Now let's see some. So we have to make sure these things, whatever given in this codes, it should match with your here in the measure type. Then only it will be a correct, else it will be a wrong thing. So we need sum of sales, comma, we need average, average, comma. Then we need order count, count of order. Then we need product count, product count. And if nothing is there, we need blank, blank, and we just need to close the bracket. So this is it. But for that, I just need to confirm that, okay, the everything is in same. So what I can do is like, I will just order of order count. So I just need to copy this thing. I just copy just to make sure that double check everything is correct. And when I'm taking the product count, So this is it. So we have created a measure which, if whenever the sum is there, it will create a bar of for sum of sales. Whenever the average is there, uh, average of sales will, the bar will be created, and likewise. So let hit enter. Now what I can do here is I will just select the bar chart. Let me do this. Then I will just have the measure names and we are done. So if you see here, the count of order looks like this, 4922, 4922, the same value. Okay. So this is, so the same chart, if you see, this is something having a lot of blank white space or something like this, or you have to format a legend or something like this, but this looks more better and readable. I like to represent a chart in this way. So if your client is very persistent, okay, no, we want order count as an axis, then this is the way that you can do it, and you can just enhance it. Like, let's say if I go to, we can have a data label, then we can go to column, total sales is there. So let's have total sales as the purple value. Here we have selected the purple value. Then if I just go to count of order, you can make it count of order as this one. Then we have average, let's make it same. And we have a distinct product. So distinct product, we can make this. So look, same thing, but in a different representation. So uh, this is quite helpful when you are using like you have a space constraint or business problem, or like you can use these things. It looks good. So hope you are able to follow at this point. If you are able to follow this point and you like this video and like this workaround, please go to my channel and please subscribe the my channel. Thank you so much. Follow for more Power BI updates.